It's that time of year, guys. We're finally getting ready for hunting season. A lot of people been wondering when our hunting season's coming around. It's officially starting today. So we're actually up here in Elko, Nevada right now as I'm speaking for good reasons. We're getting our bows ready. I don't think I've really mentioned anything recently, but both myself and Senior right there drew bull elk tags this year, archery bull elk tags. When was your bow made? Like 2004?
2004.
He has a 2004 Mathews, and my bow is kind of like a beginner's bow that I was growing up with, and we're ready to upgrade. So the reason we drove all the way up from Vegas to Elko, Nevada is because we're going to stop at a shop called Gun World and Archery. You guys have seen it before. Actually on one of my brother's deer hunt, we were up here in Elko, Nevada, and stopped by that shop. It is by far the best shop in all of Nevada to stop to, especially if you want anything to do with just hunting in general. We're actually going to get suited up for our bows and get ready for these bull elk tags. This year's going to be crazy because not only did we draw bull elk tags, but Julian, you know, he's still on a junior. He drew absolutely one of the best deer tags in the entire state of Nevada and another U tag. So we're going to be busy this year. And the tag that Senior and I got, in my opinion, is one of the best bull tags in the entire state. So it's just going to be an action-packed year for us. I want to walk into this bull tag extremely confident in our equipment because I've never really been extremely confident in my archery equipment before. I knew it could get the job done, but Farns, which is the owner of the shop, was talking to us, and he said he can get us suited up right to where we can shoot 100+ yards with our bows pretty easily. So I'm actually extremely excited about this one. We just stopped right now. We're gonna go and get a little bit of food, stretch our legs out a little bit, and check out the town. So his shop, it's actually gonna be closed tomorrow. He's opening the shop so that Senior and I can go in there and get suited up right, get our bows done, everything all just absolutely perfect. We're gonna be giving him a bunch of camping gear. We're sponsored by a company called iClimb, amazing camping gear online and stuff, and we like to give some of that stuff away when people help us out when we need some help. So here was my old bow. There we go. This was my old bow. Nothing wrong with it really. It's more of a beginner's bow. I got it just because, you know, when you're young, you're growing, you want to be able to adjust and grow with your bow. So that one did good. I actually shot a couple deer and a javelina with that one. I think I'm gonna give this bow to my brother so that he can, you know, grow with it and start getting into archery hunting a little bit also, and you know, see if he can get something with that. And I'll show you guys Senior's bow. This bow right here, it's a 2004 Mathews. My dad, Senior, got into archery hunting quite a while ago. When he was younger, he got into archery hunting, and this is his old bow. This bow right here, 2004 Mathews, was the top of the line bow at the time. He went ahead and put a lot of money down on it, and shot a lot of deer with this thing over the years, and he's finally retiring it also. It's been a while since he's busted it out, but he was actually thinking about using this thing to elk hunt with, but he was saying that the technology's evolved so much more with bows nowadays that he wants to go ahead and upgrade. 2004 Mathews, I think it's a Mathews Outback. Thing's awesome. He used to shoot dimes with this thing and shot a lot of nice deer, a lot of bucks with it, but it's about time that it gets retired officially. I'm extremely pumped about this one, and I can't wait to see, you know, what I'm gonna be walking out tomorrow with, because it's actually right around 2 months away, I think. It starts really soon, so as soon as we get these bows, we're gonna start practicing a lot with them. It's gonna be a busy one. We didn't even really put in for other states this year because we drew enough Nevada tags to keep us busy, so we don't want to, you know, have tags elsewhere that's gonna pull from these tags, because we got these 2 bull tags we got to punch. My brother's got an absolutely amazing deer tag that we've got to punch, and a U tag, so that's pretty busy. It's actually the morning right now. I went ahead and I filmed at that gas station and stuff, and then we met up with Farns and you know, hung out with the Williams family and stuff. You guys don't know who the Williams family is. You guys have seen them in a lot of our videos. Joel Williams, I'll go ahead and give you guys the rundown right now. So Joel Williams, he's the owner of One Right Gear, which you guys see us wear his camo all the time. Absolutely amazing stuff. His brother, Farns Williams, is the one that actually owns Gun World and Archery here in Elko, Nevada. So that's his shop we're going to right now. And their dad, Jeff Williams, is the one that, I don't know if you guys have seen that video. He owns a really big gun collection, and he turned it into a museum right here. for the Williams Family Museum. A lot of people actually really liked that video, and the Williams family was actually nice enough to let us stay at their place. They've been doing this stuff their whole life, so they're extremely professional at the work they do. And go ahead and stop at the Williams Family Museum. We toured this place last time we were here. It's crazy. It's really cool. Jeff Williams, he'll go ahead and give you a rundown on a lot of history, and there's a lot of guns that went ahead and shaped the West Coast in there, and it's just insane. It's something you definitely have to see to believe. It's a really cool experience, and a lot of cool guns in there. But man, the weather up here is nice. It's nice to take a break from Vegas, isn't it? Vegas, it's been getting hot down there, hot, and I think we've been breaking records. It's been well over the 110-degree mark a few days in a row, and right here I'm probably standing in a nice 70-degree morning, so it feels really good. Actually, when we woke up, I was thinking, man, I might need to wear a little sweater or something. It's been a while since I've been in some chilly weather, but it's a nice break. It feels amazing. You ready?
Heck yeah, I'm ready.
So that's a 2004 Mathews, right? Did you buy it in 2004?
Yeah, at the end of 2004, came off of an Iraq deployment. As soon as I got back, that was one of my very first big purchases. Back then, that Mathews Outback was probably worth $1,100, and that was in like 2004. And then with all the accessories and everything, literally almost got me a divorce, but it was worth it. That thing, for its time, it was so advanced. I mean, it was out shooting things. I was on the East Coast, 35 yards, 40 yards, nothing serious. Out here on the West Coast, you gotta have some serious equipment. Really good stuff.
If you were to tell your old self you'd be shooting over 100 yards with a bow, what would you say?
I've died and gone to heaven. Yeah, it was impossible back then. Man, I look like I just woke up, probably because I just woke up. It's like 6:40 in the morning, and we're gonna get this done bright and early. It's gonna be a good time. It's not every day that you go into a store like this and you have it to yourself. His top guys are going in there. They're suiting us up. They're fitting us, you know, to our bows, getting the right arrow. Everything is gonna be 100%. Elko looks pretty nice. I don't know if this is downtown, but looks like a nice little quiet country town. So we're happy to be up here. It feels good. No traffic. Can't even leave my doorstep without getting traffic in Vegas. It's crazy. All right, guys, so we're almost there to the shop. Wait till you see this shop. This is it. We are here. Let me roll down the window to get a gun world and archery. Reminds me of that movie with Martin Lawrence. What is it? Castle World?
Castle World?
This is it. Before the lights get turned on. That's what we're looking for.
So this is the shop right here. Crazy. It's nice. They got pretty much everything you would need out here. So this is what we came to get set up with. Archery equipment. They got everything you need here. Big bucks all over the walls. Bunch of rifles. Broadheads, arrows. Look at all the arrows they have for us to choose from. It's crazy. This is Farns Williams right here, the owner of Gun World and Archery.
Been in business for right at 20 years and just bought it when it was small and grown it to where we are today.
Are all these animals taken by your family?
Family and friends, yep.
So we appreciate Farms opening this shop to us. This is what we're here for right here. We're not sure what bow we're gonna go with, but they say the best thing to do is to go with whatever feels comfortable at the time. So
we're gonna let the professionals here help us out.
It's gonna be fun.
Yes, sir.
So this is Jim, right? So you've been guiding how many years?
Oh, I was guiding for about 32 years and retired from guiding. Been doing the archery thing for about 42 years now.
So you're gonna help us out today, get set up right?
Yep, we're gonna put you in the right direction and get you started.
That's awesome.
come see Jim, best in the state.
So the best thing to do is just we'll get you guys set up with some releases, and we'll get you set up and we can start shooting some of these bows and get you started. There's a certain fit that we look for. It looks like it's not quite touching, but when we put some pressure on that release, we're going to hit that mark.
So the goal is that
right point to there, yep.
Because if it pulls, yeah, it's gonna.
Just to show you how I want you to put your fingers, really important too. Is we're not using like a gun. We're using, some guys like the tip of their fingertip on the trigger. even though this is a trigger, I want that finger in there deep, and I want to hook to that first joint. Some guys like the middle joint. I think we're good right there.
So hook at the first joint?
Yep. Demonstrate this. I put that knuckle right below my earlobe, right in that jaw, hook it right in there. And when I'm on there, my finger's on that joint, and I'm not doing this to make it fire. I put enough pressure on there, I know what before it's gonna fire, and in this right here, that movement right there fires that trigger. It takes a lot of work to get to that point, but you know, I see a lot of people do this, they're panicking, right? They're just drive-by the target. When the pin comes by the spot, they're drive-by, and then hopefully they'll get it in the center. You wanna be able to settle in, get into that, and just focus on aiming, and this becomes second nature for you subconsciously if you fire that trigger. When you pull back, I've been doing it for so long, I usually put my finger right up there, but I really try to teach to lock that in, because that's a lock. Now it can't fire. When you pull back like this, your finger's up against it. You come around, put that index right up against it, and then anchor right in your jawline. You come right in.
When I pull, it's like
right there, right there. Yep, see everything's perfect down on your chin through here. Now reach over for the trigger, just make believe you're aiming down range.
And then you just...
Yep, now you have the pressure. So now what you want to do, squeeze these shoulder blades together, bring this arm back like you want to elbow me in the face. Just boom.
Okay, so I just pull back?
Just pull, 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 and then stretch your shoulder out. See how your hand came back? You didn't anticipate the shot. You didn't punch it, right? When you're thinking about this, shooting, you forgot about your target down range, and you're off your target, right?
Yeah.
Trust yourself, trust it, aim. Because if you're not aiming anymore, you're not going to hit nothing.
Yeah.
Right? You're thinking about this. So what I teach people to do is aim, go for your trigger, your mind just switch to the trigger. Now I want you to switch back. Now that's there, get comfortable. Switch back to 100% aim and just push, 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 pull, pull. The pin's going to move, right? But you want to keep a strong bow arm, and you don't want a drastic move, right? We're just going to move it around. It's just going to go all over the place. But you stare past that pin into the center of your target where you're aiming at.
That's the saying, the old saying, let the shot surprise you. It's like that with guns and everything, right?
Yep.
Go ahead and come back here and we'll hit your draw length.
Yeah, you don't want to be leaning.
Yeah, nice and square.
Very good. So it's not uncommon to see a lot of guys, I've been doing it for years this way, running 15, 20-inch stabilizers on their hunting bows now. You know, guys like Levi Morgan that shoots for Mathews and stuff. He's setting up mini target bows. He's got the big back bar and stuff. I can't hold it up anymore on a back bar. A lot of the young kids like your age.
This one's a Bowtech.
That bow's so light right there, that Hoyt.
There's a ton more slots.
They're carbon fiber, I think.
Are they making all the bows carbon fiber now, or those are?
No, it's just about all the manufacturers have one.
That's like top of the line right there.
Yeah, it's just that backpacking, getting back into the country, lightweight. PSE makes the lightest carbon bow, pure straight up, but I don't have any more. I sold the last one the other day. This is an RX4 Turbo. This is really nice too.
So you're going to be about 29 and a half.
I grew a little bit. I was 28 about 20 years ago. And bought my first Mathews, I think I was 20 years old, so it was like 20 years ago or something. So I probably did stretch out a little bit.
The peep ain't gonna hit you right because my face is a little bit longer than yours, but we're gonna get the idea. What we're looking for is a feel.
Rubbed a little bit, but
Do you like it?
yeah,
How it feels?
it's nice. Nice and smooth.
Well, this is at 63 pounds.
So your bottom was 20?
Top one's 20.
I mean,
Yeah, no, I got you.
shoot the lights.
Oh yeah, you don't hit that 2x4.
I've been out of archery for a while, so everything
all good.
seems nice.
And the back wall on the PSEI shot was really nice.
And that's 80% let off on this one.
How'd it feel?
Felt good. Everything just feels pretty good, to be honest. Everything's similar.
When you get into this quality of bow,
A lot of it's
all on the shooter because each manufacturer has an awesome bow.
Very nice. PSE Evolve 32.
PSC Revolve?
No, that's the Evolve. Yeah, Evolve.
Evolve
EVL 32.
the back wall is really solid on this one.
Yeah, that's very important. Push pull.
nice.
What are you thinking? Going through your mind? Just curious. I always ask.
This one was a little bit more dead in hand, but that one, the back wall is, I mean, when you have it back there, it doesn't want to move.
It aims really well.
It'd be the bow right there.
Yeah.
70 pounds, you can be able to get it back.
Oh, I hate to go back to 7 pounds. I didn't see a little while ago. I was that one.
Yeah, you can tell that draw length's better too when you
Yeah.
came back
Oh,
and
yeah.
hit that back wall.
Yeah, it feels right
It's
there.
gonna be smooth. Is that it?
Yeah. It's nice. I like it. I like the look too, the pattern.
Yep. Nice pattern.
So, we went with the Mathews, right? 2021.
Yeah, Mathews Bow.
The V3.
31.
That one's is it
31
31?
axle. Yeah, 31 axle.
And then that one that I got is
It's 28.
28.
Yep.
Okay.
We stuck with Mathews. We shot them all, and this one felt smooth, felt comfortable.
Yep.
So
When I'm done with them, these are all going to be level. Third axis for up and down shooting is going to be dead money. You're not going to walk out of here half-ass. It's going to be 100% right on the money.
Sounds good. And all the bow companies are making really, really good bows. We shot them all, and like they were saying, when you're coming into a bow shop, you kind of just shoot them all and pick what one fits you the best, which one you thought felt the best in your hand. And for us, it happened to be these. So they said we're going to be shooting for around 450 for arrows, right?
450 grains.
Yep.
Sounds good.
You still have your release on.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I'll show you something here, what I'm trying to achieve. So on this QAD, there's timing marks, and that's what I'm trying to achieve. So this rest will fire properly. This gives me the correct tune. I keep it about 3.5 inches down from here. That's what I prefer.
And they're still building our bows. So much stuff to choose from. Look at everything here. So much stuff in here. You need one of these. So when those elk see you and you're sitting there doing your cow call, they see that and they come running at you. Adrian with this bow.
So what we got so far, Mathews V3. I got the shorter one. I think they said 27 or 28 inch XOX. So you got the 31.
Yeah.
And going with the 5-pin slider. I used to shoot a single pin, but it's a pain. So now we got 5 pins. The bottom's a slider. So right now they're cutting our arrows,
QAD.
getting us all ready. QAD rest. This one was off my old bow. It still works just fine. But after shooting all the bows, this is the one that Senior and I liked in particular, the Mathews. But all of the bows were really good. And to be honest, any of them would have worked. But this is just, out of all the little feelings of all of them, kind of like this one the most.
This is how you start a fire when you're stuck out in the woods. This is what happens when you haven't shot your bow in about 5 years. Yeah, we really appreciate you helping us out.
My pleasure.
All right, my bow's almost done. A couple more steps. Jim's over here doing his magic.
So you're all set up now?
Yeah, I'm completely set up 100%.
Just need a quiver, and that's it.
Quiver and we're done.
I'll set your D loop up just like his.
Okay.
How's the peak height? This is my main concern right now once you get anchored.
Oh, it feels good right there.
Another nice guess with the pen. Nice bow, man.
Where did it shoot?
Oh, I'm worried about this. This will come a little bit later. You want to step back a little bit further, you can, just to kind of get that angle.
It feels so smooth.
You like it?
Yeah.
You gonna get a big bow this year?
Yeah, just a custom bow fit to you, just everything, just.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How do you know why you're losing when that carrot slow? That's it. I'll kind of get it, man. So right now it's telling me it's shooting. Arrow went in and it come out this way right here, so it's a little low right.
Looking good.
Couple minor adjustments and we're ready for elk season.
So that shot right there was a pretty easy.
Yeah, that's not a terrible Nothing terrible.
Right off the bat.
Nothing I
shot
couldn't.
good.
Yeah. Nothing I can't fix.
70 pound
Just
draw.
grab his bow.
Yep,
and pick
70.
June.
70 should be right about right too. Feels comfortable. So.
And what quiver was that?
Tight spot.
Tight spot quiver.
Okay. So, with that being said, let me just show you this sweet little feature, right? It's good for expandables if you want to go expandable. So you can lock this in, right? And you can customize how tight you want that. But here's the real cool part. If you're in a hunting situation, there's another stage right there. Lot silent. It's not going to go pop. Here, I just pulled that out without hearing nothing.
Yeah.
When it's deep, you don't think that'll make a noise, and them deer are cued into it. Whatever you're hunting, right, up close, right? That's what's sweet about these, is that two-stage setup on that. And I show that to a lot of people if they don't do a lot of YouTube and then check out on that. So you have a lock position and you have a quick draw position. I don't know if that's the right word or not. I'll get hammered over it, but it's all good. You have one ready, you want another one ready to go, it's just quiet. You can do the same thing on the outside because that's where your first one's at. There's the normal, or the quick draw, and then when you're in mob, it's in there, and then that one's ready to go.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep, isn't that a sweet setup?
Yeah.
A lot of guys don't know that. This ever comes loose and starts rattling around, here's your other adjustment right here on the bottom of this. Might be that one. It don't take much, but right now I usually just go like that, and it feels pretty good right there. You don't want to, you don't want to crush it. But if this ever became loose, where when you lock this down and it still kind of moves, you just take your wrench right here and tighten it lightly, just a little bit. See that? I just barely moved it and how tight it got. That's good.
All right, so we're done. We're all suited up. Perfect fit. How do you like it?
It's amazing. It's great. Couldn't ask for a better setup, to be honest. This thing's gonna send an arrow through a really big bull this year, and for many years to come, hopefully a lot of deer and a lot more animals too. So shooting darts already. Can't wait to get fine dialed in and see how it works. Well, we're shooting almost 300 feet per second with this thing too, so I mean it's shooting fast too.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
We appreciate all the help.
I'm glad you guys
Thank
are
you.
happy.
It's been a pleasure for us to
Heck yeah.
help you guys out.
Yes, sir.
It's been fun.
All right, we're back home now.
These we ended up going with both the Mathews V3. Senior went with the 31-inch axle to axle. I went with the 27-inch axle to axle. Senior setup's absolutely crazy. He gets a little bit faster arrow and his draw length's longer than me, so he can shoot a heavier arrow also. Both of them are at 70 pounds, but he's shooting a 455 grain arrow at about 295 feet per second, somewhere around there.
So if y'all know anything about archery hunting, you know kinetic energy and momentum is absolutely important. And with that arrow and that setup, they say he could take down any big game animal on the planet with that thing. So that's absolutely wild. He couldn't have asked for a better setup, to be honest.
And my setup right here, I think they said I was shooting a 405 grain arrow right at about 300 feet per second, which is absolutely perfect. This setup can kill pretty much anything from African safari, dangerous game, all that, and I can kill just about anything from the North American species, you know, bull moose, bull elk, all of that.
And my draw length I think was right around 27 to 27.5 inches. Seniors was all the way up to 29 inches. And the reason I went with the 27-inch axle to axle is because my draw length was a little bit shorter, and that just felt more comfortable in my hands. Like I was saying, if you're gonna pick a bow, you gotta kind of just shoot them and see what fits you the best. Don't go with all the hype. Don't go with, you know, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. Just shoot and see what feels good for you. Senior liked the 31-inch axle to axle bow, and it worked for him. I am absolutely pumped for this season. It is by far the one I'm the most excited about. I don't think I've ever been so excited for tags in my life. Senior and I both got some of the best bull tags in the whole state. Julian's got one of the best deer tags in the whole state, and an absolutely fun hunt for one of those ewes right there Juju drew a tag for also. But I really, once again, want to give a big thanks to Gun Road and Archery up in Elko, Nevada. If you guys ever happen to stop by or go through Elko, I highly recommend just stopping by, even if you're into guns, anything hunting. They actually have a lot of ammo up there. I know that there's been a lot of ammo shortages a lot of places, and they had plenty of ammo and rifles and stuff up there for people to go ahead and stockpile on. We're gonna be going out to some 3D shoots and shooting with some of our local friends here in Vegas with these bows soon, and definitely gonna look forward to that. We're gonna sight them in and see if we can hit that, you know, elusive 100-yard mark with our bows, 100-yard plus with the bows, and that should be really exciting. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you outdoors.